was talking about in my other video. Because I always love my older brother's approval on music when I was a kid, and I was trying to show him that album. I was like, look what I've been listening to, and he thought not much of it, and then he recommended me an artist, and also said, here, you should try listening to more local music, which got me into Mother Mother. I remember at the time, I thought that this album was their only album out. I didn't know about Touch Up, and when I got into them, they also had Eureka released as well. But not the Sticks yet. No, no, no. The reason why I thought that they only had one album is because they were not very well known. And, you know, as a kid in school, you don't really have any money to buy albums. So you kind of just get your music off of YouTube or you torrent it. LimeWire, anybody? But they're trying to look into this band. This was the only thing online that I could find. Yes, I torrented the album back then. Mother, Mother, if you are hearing this, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. That being said, I listened to this album so much. And, there was a point where I think I was walking in a Walmart, and I saw in the electronics department, the Styx album under like new releases, and I was like, oh hey, they came out with a second album, and that's crazy that it's being sold at a Walmart. Good for them. I don't know how much money you make off of CD sales. And so then I obviously looked into the Styx too, and when looking that up, I found out that they were playing a local show as well. And if anyone is familiar with the Fraser Valley in British Columbia, Canada, they were playing at like a high school arts center or something in Mission. And I lived really close there. Not really close, but like decently close. And I just went on a whim. Brought a few friends along that I was showing this album to. They really liked it. And that, till this day, remains one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. Because I only knew this album, and I only had just started listening to the Styx. It was hard to finish it all the way through, and I'll talk about that album another time. Because I was still so hyper-fixated on this album right here. And so then, when they played live, even the songs that I didn't recognize, I thought were absolutely incredible. just came out. And a few of us got to meet them, take pictures of them, and got their signatures. Very, very fun time. We got first track, Oh My Heart, and then Burning Pile, Body of Years, Try to Change, Wisdom, Body, and on side B, Ghosting, Hayloft, Wrecking Ball, Arms Tonight, Miles, and Sleep Awake. We also have a bunch of the credits here as well. I remember when I was first listening to this album, the first track I thought was pretty good. And I remember I kind of have a thing, or I had a thing with albums having slower, like if the first track of an album was high energy and it really got you into it, if it followed with a slow track, it was always a pet peeve of mine. Not today, no. I've got albums that have slow second tracks that are some of my favorite albums ever. I'm gonna be saying that a lot. I have a lot of favorite albums ever. But it was Burning Pile that actually sold me on this record. I remember when the first bit of guitar came in, I was like, oh no, it's just a slow track. Let it play out, and it is so good. It might be my favorite track on this album, I think. Just because of the memories I had with it. It's so melancholy. It's like, taking all your problems and putting them all in a pile and burning it. And just letting go. So, after the second track, I knew I was gonna love this album. And oh boy, was I not even ready for the third one. The third one, I'm pretty sure is like, well, I think this entire album is fan favorites. They'll play like any of these songs and people go nuts at live shows now. Me included. But Body of Years opens up with such an iconic Mother bass riff. And it's so upbeat, it's so catchy. Obviously, I had to learn the bass riff as well, and I still play it sometimes. It's like one of those go-to, like, I don't know, when you pick up an instrument, there's like something that you noodle around with. It's one of my go-tos. The middle of this track is absolutely beautiful. Ryan's voice is just incredible in this track. I didn't even know it was him even singing at first when I was listening to it. Because I knew that there was two female guitarists in the band, and I just assumed that it was one of them. But the lyrics are incredible. Mother Mother has always been known to have really good poetic lyrics. Evie's on my lap right now. And then try to change right after is also beautiful. Sings about, how much we try to change. And no matter how much we change, we still feel the same. It's adorable. Not adorable, it's relatable. I think I'm just in love with Ryan. His voice is just incredible. And then right after that we have a bop, Wisdom. Very, very catchy song. Wisdom, wisdom, where can I get some? I think that was one of my favorites for a while. It's hard to say. I love them all so dearly. The Body has a very melancholy chorus. It sings about, I've grown tired of this body, which also feels so relatable. The lyrics in this album just hit so hard. And that's side A. As we go to side B, a very popular song of theirs that everybody loves hearing live, including me. Ghosting. The song's so pretty. I think, who hasn't, who hasn't tried to learn this song on acoustic guitar? If you, live around Vancouver, I feel like everybody that owns a guitar or has been in some sort of cover band at one point in Vancouver has thought about doing this song, Ghosting. It's practically a love song. It's so good. And then we go into Hayloft. We start to pick up the pace in Hayloft. Lots of guitars. Lots of heavy, raw drums in there. Hayloft is probably the most popular song in their entire catalog. So popular, in fact, that they even done not a redo of it, like a remake, but they named it Hayloft 2. They made like another version of it, which is, I would let you argue that it's better. I'm not going to say it's better. I think I prefer the original. They're like both completely different tracks, in my opinion. But they're so good. And then Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball deserves to be after Hayloft. I feel like Hayloft outshine as in like, I mean like, sometimes when you have a song that's just too good, and then you put maybe try to change right after it, it's just, it becomes less memorable. Wrecking Ball, on the other hand, is so catchy and keeps the energy going. The lyrics are very like, how should I put it? Like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, anger in the lyrics, but that anger is converted into something more passive. The lyrics, if you were to listen to it, you would know. I made a fist and not a plan. Call me a reckless wrecking ball. I love it. Arms tonight. For some reason, when I first listened to this song, I thought I knew it already. Like, hello, Evie. Like, I thought that I heard it from somewhere. And for some reason, and if anybody else feels the same, I always thought I heard it through like an old iTunes or an iPod commercial or something. Like with the opening and the guitar, like it sounds like something that would be used in a commercial like that, you know? I don't know. I think I'm probably just crazy. Oh, my heart is a fish out of water. It's just another perfect track. And then Miles. Very. It's like a. It sounds like a desert, if that makes sense. Maybe it's because he mentions cacti and, you know, miles and miles. But it's, it's such an adorable track. I love it so much. I don't even know where to begin on that. I feel like I have so much to say about every track, and so much to say, but it's just... can't find the words. And then for the last track, Sleep Awake. This track deserves to be the last track of this album. It's a track that Molly, Ryan's sister, takes the lead on, and her voice is, in contrast to Ryan's, it's just so good. And I feel like, don't quote me on this, but the lyrics in this, like, I feel like it's about a lot of trust issues and being paranoid. As far as, you know, it's how I relate to it. You know, so it's just so hard to sleep. You sleep, but it's like you're awake. I don't know. Let me know if you relate. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I didn't even bother taking the record out. So just one record with a side A and a side B. Side A. You see Evie in the reflection. Evie. No, I can't see anything. Oh wait, there we go. I see her paws. And side B. Both with the same artwork. And they're iconic. 3-line slash. I don't know what to call it. Just a perfect album from start to finish. Whoops. And there you have it. Mother, Mother, oh my heart. Let me know what your favorite tracks are in this album.